Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving a match analysis for the US men's national team, aka USMT, versus Belgium. Filled with goals. I also do like the stadium. It's a really good stadium, not gonna lie. And you can tell it's more for football by that American football, just by the layout. I mean, there's much height from anyway, let's get into that. Let's get into the first goal of the match. Before we start, corner routine, man on post, and all right, if he's on one side, I don't really have much of a problem. And we can see the United States men's national team tactics when playing corners. Have a man. Sorry, let me pull this out. This is the tactic. Draw. Okay, keep everyone busy, and then have one person argue, or sorry, push the opponent, and have another person behind him, so that when the ball comes in, he drags him out of position, and then he can make a free run, or he can just be more free. Let's watch as the ball comes in. Hand is up. He starts already moving away. The defender follows him. McKennie is behind. And just like that, McKennie is free. There should have definitely been another person. Um, man on the D. Very good from both teams. But McKennie just has too much free space. I'm not going to lie. Two players marking one. One could have just gone to McKennie. Yeah, they could have definitely sorted this out better. And he's already lost his man. Ball comes in. They get the first touch. He chets it down. All right. Now, for me, it's a good save, but McKennie has more to aim for. Let's just be honest. Out of all this, that is okay. Let's just say up to here and here. It's just too close to the goalkeeper for me. It's good, but it's too close to the goalkeeper. I mean, look at that. Let me try and let me try and pause it right before he hits the keeper. I mean, he's barely had to stretch his arms wide because his hand is still facing down. It's a good save, but he has more to aim for. Let's just be honest. Anyway, in my humble opinion, as they say, let's head on to the next goal of the match. Another corner from the United States. Space. McKennie, and trust me, there's another player. Oh, I don't know, this time he just runs away from him. And this is deliberate. Very much deliberate. Believe all that's twice. Probably is. So this one is much more clever. This is a much more clever routine. So he's blocking him, and then McKennie is dealing with him. So McKennie makes the run like this. And his teammate is there to help McKennie because if you see, he runs into the path of the Belgian player. You see, so he blocks him off. So he's essentially blocking two people at once. All the space here. The only problem that's here is there's no man on the post. McKennie with the free run. And that's a good volley. Lovely from McKennie. And that's how US score their first goal. All right, so Belgium's goal. If we look here, he is going to Doku. He is covering for him. He is covering for him. He has he's close to the he's close to the attacker. He is I don't know who he's marking, to be honest. He even has his hands close to him, as if he's blocking a shot. He's close to him. He is free. That's a danger. And funny enough, from all these people that are here, the goal comes from somewhere completely different. He's marking Doku. Very quick feet. And just like that, Doku sells him. And funny enough, the person that is backing him up also goes further behind the line. He sets himself up for a shot. Oh, he does another fake. And then they're moving further away. Because remember, he was here, right? So does he also fall for the fake? Yeah, he falls for it once. And then he falls for it again. Remember, he was backing him up. Oh, that was horrible. He is backing him up. He is here. The person that was backing him up has gone even further behind. How? I'll never know. It's like his dribbles are affecting the next person. The second person, not the first person, is dribbling. Has a strike. Turner palms it away. Boy is in the air. Christian Pulisic. Okay, at that point, it was not a set piece, but they did have. Okay, I'm not sure if it was a set piece, but it didn't look like one. That man near the D. Pulisic can deal with this. He can also deal with this. Now let's look at how they rush for the ball that's in there. You see that? Let's look at the first touch. None of them are running. Christian Pulisic has already given up. He's not even bothered or interested. It would have been better if both players were running towards that. And then one thing I do hear about Christian Pulisic is that he's criticized because people do believe he doesn't put in a lot of effort for the team. That might be true or not, but this is one of those where not many people notice. But still, Anthony Robinson. Okay, look at how he goes to block this ball. He jumps, and the ball is on the ground. I think a slide tackle would have been more effective. It's just the leisure-ness, or how slow all three are to track that ball down. The goalkeeper, he's in the middle of the pitch. It's a good ping, it really is. So yeah, it's a good goal, but it definitely could have been defended better with a bit more urgency. Let's head on to the next goal of the match. Somewhere here. Starts from outside. Doku is here. He's backing up Doku. Oh, sorry, he's backing up his teammate. I don't know why I confused this like this. All right. And before we get forward, I do feel we should be behind his teammate so that if Doku goes like this, he can sprint out. He's not really forcing Doku one way, because if you're having two men on one player, or just to properly help your other teammate, you have in the best case scenario, or at the worst case, the defender, or sorry, the attacker will try and go through, but cannot get past one person, or they'll get past, or one of either will go past you, the ball or the man. So let's say the way they are, if they're defending properly, two defenders, Doku's here, Doku will try and dribble, they squeeze him out, retrieve the ball, or they just get the ball before and leave Doku to go. He pushes it even wide, and once again, he's further away than when he started. Look at how slow he is. He should be immediately running back, because I would have wanted him to be here earlier so that he could have gotten to the ball. But even here, his teammate is rushing. He should be a bit more urgent in closing that space down, because Doku is quick. And here, if he was a bit quicker at what he was doing, he would have gotten first to this ball, would have kicked it out, but he would have been the first to get to this ball. He doesn't, and then now it's a rush. They both try and get it. Keep in mind, they are watching. They are not marking anyone. Gigantic space has formed here. They allow him to turn, and he plays it into his teammate. He is running. That's what Pulisic and the other player should have been doing in the first place. And slots it. That's a lovely strike. It's a lovely strike. I will not lie to you there. Let's play it again here. Number 4. If you were a bit more urgent or placed yourself just quick, or if he was quicker, and not that he doesn't have pace, but he could have covered that distance quickly, or he placed himself much more closer to the ball, he could have dealt with this firstly, but he doesn't. So now he gets the ball. Number 6 should be much more closer on this player here, and look at him. He has no pressure whatsoever. Any one of them could have read this much quicker. There's space, and then you're forcing the player backwards, not really allowing, but forcing, or just giving him the idea to shoot from far. Was that the Catalan? I'm not sure. Passes it to him. He runs. It goes in between his legs. But that's a nice goal. The ones that go along the ground they really are one of the one of the most satisfying goals you ever seen. All right, so this leads to a penalty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm counting the wrong players. 1, 2, 3, all behind the ball. 1, expecting 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think I've made a mistake. There are more players than I counted for. He has the ball. High line. No pressure on the ball whatsoever. And they have Doku as an outlet. You're crying for problems, or you're calling for problems. The ball, it just comes to Doku. Why do I feel he could have intercepted this? Does he rush to it? Anyway. Maybe if he started off earlier. Doku now has the ball, and then you're chasing him down. It's a very scary set, I'm not going to lie, very scary. Dikatale there, he's doing his thing, trying to find some space. Doku moves on with the ball. Now, I understand why he's keeping, his distance close to Dikatale. But I do believe he could have gone to back up his teammate earlier, trusted his teammate enough, and also there's another teammate coming back. He could have helped cover the space. Because if you look at where he reaches, he is sprinting full length. He could have gone there. He could have gone here, and he goes there. They cover for each other so that they help out their teammate who is 1v1 versus Doku. Trust me, it is, hey, Doku, the guy is quick. And then Doku cuts inside once again. Okay, yeah, cuts him. Plays a lovely 1-2, and this gap is still there. He's not really marking anyone. And Dikatele, no one was marking him. No one. No one was marking him at all. Look, they lost sight completely of him. They went to mark their zones instead of trying to follow their man. He could have gone close to him. He could have been the cover, and he's just come from sprinting. That's what I was. If he came here and he was there, maybe the pass doesn't happen. But such is so. Doku plays it, and immediately he should be much more stronger. Do not allow him to go across you. But he's so quick. And shorter players are harder to defend against. Doku gets a shot. Keeper saves. Now this is on the rebound. Header, handball. It isn't as obvious, but we'll see soon that it was actually. It is, because his hands are not even close to his body. Heads it in. Now look at that. His arm should have been behind his back a long time ago. Let's show the penalty. This is from the Catalan. And before we even go further, this is him before he's about to shoot the ball. He's already given. Even before that, I think he gives them the sign earlier. The Catalan stepping up. Matana. You see that step there? And that's why I don't really like this habit of you run, you stop, you run, you stop, you run, you stop. The stutter step is a horrible penalty thing because it really does disturb the keeper. It should be one fluid motion. It should be you cannot stop. Once you start running, you don't stop. This confuses the keeper. He commits to one side. Trust me, these are professional footballers. They can tell from the slightest. Even just the way he heard in you. He knew. That's why goalkeepers like Donnarumma save a lot of pens because they do not move up until the last second. That guy is a veteran. All right, so this is a funny one. Can I move it back? Can I push it back a bit further? All right, they're all tracking back. They're all tracking back. All right. Now here, boys play, right? And then now he is already in a bad position. He's not yet set. He's rushing to go and cover him. So already he's rushing. He's not set. He tries. Now this is the problem. He doesn't try to force him one way. He gives him because he is too far away. He is, and then he's already planted his foot. So he's stamping his authority, I think, and this is the worst position you'd want to be in. Because in this instance, you are expecting him to go down the line, but you are forcing him to go behind you because you're not close enough to influence any of his. You're too far away, and then even here, he assumes he's going to go there. He doesn't force him by that. Get close to him and show him the byline. Because look at where his feet are. Look at how his feet are planted. Look at where his shoulders are facing. And then look at where his head or where his face is looking towards. Nothing here makes sense at all. And then he just sets himself up to fail. He takes it away from him. That's a good touch. Takes it back, another touch. Closer to him. And that's a lovely strike. That's why I do like the nets that are fastened tighter rather than the looser ones, because it's just the way the ball works around it. And the fact that there's no one to cover. He could have come to cover. He could have also got, he's not marking anyone. He could have just dropped into this space or just pushed up high to help his teammate out because there's no cover whatsoever. His teammate is already gone. He's expecting him, but really he's actually encouraging him to go the other way. Just like that. And then they move further away. He can see this. That's the captain, Pulisic. He can see this. Ream. I am not sure about him. I've just forgotten his name for the meanwhile. None of them go towards the ball. Because you see, by the time he takes the second touch, he doesn't move too far. Pulisic doesn't move too far. He gets beaten, but his teammates don't cover him. They don't really help him at all for that goal. Somewhere here. Once again, Belgium. And you see, when one person, lifts up their hand, a goal is going to be scored in the next 5 seconds. Now, if it's two, so I mean, I don't know who. No, is it Pulisic? Maybe he's pointing to someone. He's pointing to someone, and there's no one around him. And funny enough, both of those can actually go. Any one of the any one of them can actually go towards him. He's pointing. He's also pointing. I mean, it's one of those. Just sometimes, just go and deal with it. Just help your teammate out. In expecting someone to deal with it, no one deals with it. And then he had so much space, and this is so close to the 18-yard box. Look at him. No one's following. Everyone's forgotten about him. Reem was following. Then he stops. He's now having to account for the ball that we played to him. Number 14 should definitely go towards that if Reem goes. I'm sorry, towards the man. Pulisic is with the man. Does he stick with him? No. He just goes past him as if nobody. Just goes past him as if he wasn't the one that played the 1-2 and isn't expecting the ball to be, passed back into him. Yeah, and is that also another player pointing? What are you pointing? Where do you want the ball to go? Who do you want to take care of it? They left him just like that. Now, this is a bad touch. How does the ball go behind you? He could have taken that out for a corner. We could have understood. Could have even played it. He could have played past his teammate, He really could have. Because, boom, could have taken a touch, played it out wide, have hopefully one of his teammates gets to it, and no one is with him. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Could have gone to any three. Or even him. Unmarked. Ish. Too much zono. And then what? That's too much of a hard strike, but I like this type of net squad. They tighten them. Makes the goal look better. It just does. Now the last goal of the match. Everything is okay. He passes it to his goalkeeper. To be fair, the goalkeeper could have easily passed it to him, or even just kicked it out. He really could have, right? But then look at this. Two players, and he's asking for the ball, so, can't really say much. And funny enough, he has the space to actually turn. He has the space to turn and kick it forward or just make an even simpler pass. What he does here, look at the touch. He's in the air. He's dropped the ball and the ball has gone in the air. It might not seem like much, but that's an extra, I don't know, 0.5, 0.2 seconds he has to spend waiting for that ball to come down and him to play it back to his goalkeeper when all this could have been done in one touch. Technical ability, even the minor details, the minor touches matter because you might think that's a lot of time, but that's not. It took a lot of time. I mean, you might think it's extremely short period. That's a lot of time in professional football. He waits for it to go back, and by that time, pressure has been put to the goalkeeper. You see that? Even before the goal is scored, he gives the goal scorer exactly where to score from. Look at where he is, and then guess where the goal goes. I know you could have gone either near post or far post, but I think I would have just preferred he just follows it. Even if it's a 1-2, it's okay. At least you rush to it. Otherwise, U.S. men's national team, much more to improve on. Otherwise, let me not say much. They are the hosts. I just hope they don't get knocked out as they are going to get knocked out, but hopefully it's not in the group stages. Maybe quarterfinal, round of 16, whatever. Yeah, respectable. But it does look like they might come out from the group stage. Otherwise, that's been a match analysis. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.